Hello guys, I'm Andrew from Seoul Law Group and we are an English-speaking law firm based in Seoul, South Korea. We're back with another law video and today we'll be talking about everything you need to know about starting a business in Korea. South Korea is a great place to set up a company. Not only is the South Korean economy the 10th largest economy in the world, but its geographical location also makes the country the perfect place for foreigners looking to do business in and with East Asia. Almost every individual or foreign company can set up a local company or a branch or liaison office in South Korea. Types of company registration in Korea. Foreign companies or individuals who are not residents in South Korea have three options for setting up a business in Korea. Local corporation / FDI company, branch office, liaison office. Local corporation FDI company. This defines a local company that has received at least 100 million Korean won, roughly 85,000 US dollars in foreign investment, categorizing it as foreign capital investment company or foreign direct investment company. As the Korean government wants to attract foreign investments, laws towards FDI companies are very beneficial. For example, you can receive an investment visa, D8, or your company can apply for tax exemption under some special circumstances. There are several types of local corporations you can establish. Partnership company, limited partnership company, joint stock company, limited liability company, and lastly, limited liability partnership. Branch office. Local corporations / FDI companies are registered as local Korean companies. On the other hand, if we establish branch offices of a foreign corporation in Korea, those branch offices are registered as foreign corporations, though you don't need a capital to register them. The foreign headquarters and the Korean branch office are a single legal entity. Branch offices can enter into profit-making activities in South Korea and have to adhere to the same tax laws as South Korean companies. They receive fewer benefits than FDI companies. Liaison office. Similar to the branch office, the liaison office is seen as a foreign corporation. However, where branch offices are allowed to make a profit, liaison offices are only allowed to carry out non-sales activities such as R&D, market research, business development, after-sale activities, and advertisement on behalf of the foreign company. Business registration procedure in Korea. Registering a business in South Korea might seem like a daunting task, especially as there are many regulations you need to follow. Luckily, attorneys like us at Seoul Law Group are happy to help you every step of the way. FDI company registration procedure. Before registering your FDI company, you have to follow several legal steps to register the foreign investment. The steps and requirements may vary based on the type of investment to be made, but below are the standard procedures. In general, it takes around 7 days from bringing in the investment to finishing the incorporation of the company. 1. Notification of foreign direct investment to the foreign exchange bank. 2. Carrying in of investment capital. 3. Incorporation of the company and registration of incorporation to the court. 4. Business registration to a tax office. 5. Account transfer of investment capital. 6. Registration of FDI company. Step number 1. FDI notification. Foreign investment into South Korea is governed by a set of well-defined regulations contained in the Foreign Investment Promotion Act and backed by rules and regulations issued by the Ministry of Economy and Finance. Therefore, it is very important to carefully follow the rules to register your foreign investment. During FDI notification, you or your proxy need to inform the foreign exchange bank that you will make an investment into South Korea. Number 2. Carrying in of FDI capital. After your FDI notification has been processed, you have to carry in the capital. You can do this in 2 ways. Overseas remittance. After the investment capital is remitted to an FB in Korea, the capital will be converted to Korean won and deposited into a temporary account. Hand carried through customs. You can also bring the capital in person and deposit it in person at the FEB. Later, the capital will be transferred to a temporary share subscription account. The bank will issue a certificate verifying that it has custody of the capital. This certificate is necessary to register the incorporation. Registration of incorporation. After you've incorporated your company, you have to register the incorporation with the Korean court for it to be recognized officially. The requirements for corporate registration depend on what type of company you establish and how much capital you have. For instance, if you establish a joint stock company and your capital is over 1 billion Korean won, you will need at least 3 directors, including the CEO, and at least 1 auditor. But if your capital is less than 1 billion Korean won, then you only need 1 director and 1 auditor. The necessary documents also depend on whether each partner, executive, shareholder is a Korean or a foreigner, and whether they are currently in Korea or abroad. Number 4, business registration. When you have registered the Korean corporation, you have to register your business at the tax office. The necessary documents vary depending on the specific situation, so we cannot say them collectively. Number 5, account transfer of investment capital. Once your business is incorporated and the business registration procedures have been completed, the remitted FDI capital will be transferred from the temporary account into the company account. 6, FDI company registration. Finally, you have to register your company as an FDI company with the Foreign Exchange Bank. Branch office and liaison office business registration procedure. The process to establish a branch office and a liaison office are very similar. There are some small differences, but to establish both offices, you have to adhere to the following steps. Number 1, notification to the Foreign Exchange Bank or Ministry of Economy and Finance. Number 2, branch registration to the Commercial Registry Office of the District Civil Court. Number 3, business registration to the Korean tax authorities. Number 4, opening a bank account. After submitting all required documents, it takes around 7 days to finalize the establishment of a branch office. Number 1, notification to the FEB or Ministry of Economy and Finance. To establish a branch or liaison office in Korea, a foreign company is usually required to notify the FEB of its proposed investment in Korea. But if the company aims at a few specific businesses stipulated by the law, for instance, financing, securities, or insurance, you should notify the Ministry of Economy and Finance, not to FEB. Number 2, registration with the court. Following the Korean Commercial Act, a branch office needs to be registered with the district court as a legal entity. All commercial activities will be carried out on the name of this legal entity. Number 3, registration with the Korean tax authorities. Besides registering with the FEB and the district court, you also need to register with the Korean tax authorities. Upon completion of the registration, the branch office will receive a tax identification number, after which it is allowed to perform its activities in Korea. Opening a bank account. Upon registering your branch office or liaison office with the FEB, district court, and the tax authorities, you can open up a bank account and complete your office establishment. Do you need to use a Korean lawyer when registering a business? Although it is not necessary to hire a Korean lawyer when registering a company in South Korea, we strongly recommend it. There are strict rules and regulations regarding foreign investment, and many steps are needed to be taken to register your company or local branch legally. It is not always easy to understand the regulations for foreigners coming into Korea. As Seoul Law Group, we are specialized in helping foreigners understand these regulations. We can help you make sure that you understand every step of the process and that all documents are prepared properly so that your company will be established without any delays or difficulties. Well, I hope this video was useful for you. If you have any questions or concerns about starting a business in Korea, let us know in the comment section below, and you can find us more information on soullawgroup.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on that notification bell for more Korean law videos, and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.